What's going on, everybody? Thanks for swinging by today. It's me, Matthew, aka Tsunami Breaks, where we talk about my experiences and thoughts in the sports card hobby. But before we get started, a word from our unofficial sponsor, Monster Energy Drink, for when you need that pick me up or just some delicious liquid in your life. Choose Monster. I do. So let's get down to it. So I want to talk about my experience as a buyer with myslabs.com. I figured this video would be a good idea because before this purchase I made, I had really never heard much about it and was a little hesitant to make the purchase. So I figured there might be others out there that might benefit from this. So let's get down to it. What is myslabs.com? It's just another buying platform like eBay, Pristine Auction, Golden, where you can buy wax or raw cards, slab cards. It's not like dripshop.live or whatnot or network where there's live streaming. It's more like eBay or Pristine Auction. You could do buy it nows. Sellers can set it to where you can make offers and kind of haggle back and forth. So let's pull up the website here. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about some cons. Now, there really weren't too many cons. And again, this is going off of just one purchase and from my expectations, I guess. And so the first one would be when you're filtering a search, they list out an option of graders. HGA, Hybrid Grading Authority, is not one of the options. Now, I'm a fan of HGA, and I think there are enough out there that I think it would be a good thing to add. And then another con, now this is once you get to the purchase point, is when you go to make the transaction, it actually shoots you out to PayPal. So a different tab opens up, and it's PayPal. Now, I wish they had it embedded in the platform, in the website itself, so you don't have to go somewhere else. And so it's all in one, it's like a one-stop shop, right? And then one other thing with the purchase is that either they give you the option to add insurance or decline insurance, whether you pay for it or the seller, something about insurance adding to your buy. But other than that, I had a pretty good overall experience. So here you go. Once you click on the website, that's it for the cons. Once you come to the website, this is what you see. In first glance, I really liked what I saw. It's clean. There's not a whole lot going on other than what you need. That they're all about selling cards. So you get really nice pictures, large pictures, and the price, and you kind of can see the activity. How many people are watching it right here as you scroll. And so I really like the layout. It's clean and simple. So let's do a search on the filter. I really like the filter. I feel like that's been a drawback on some platforms. So here you go. I'm looking up Trevor Lawrence. I'm a huge Jaguars fan. You can feel bad for me if you want. It's okay. So it brings up 355 search results. You can make it however you list it however you want. I like highest to lowest because I like to see things that I'll never ever be able to afford. But it's a dream. And then you can filter it. So I like these filters. There's not a lot. They might need to add a few more, but I think this is fine. Especially if you know exactly what you want. You don't really need to use all of these. Really, for me, at least, a slab. So for me, I was looking for a PSA slab of 10 or 9, but you can add or change however you want. Now, if you don't know exactly who you're looking for, you could just go by category, and if you want them slabbed or not. I think having redemption here is interesting. So here we're going to save the changes, and we had 355. Now we're down to 124. Significant difference. So I really like that a lot. So let's go in and see once you select the card. So, look at this card, right? So one thing that I really like on here, especially compared to eBay, is that everything you need is right here in front of you. There's no scrolling super far down to find any extra details. What you need to know is right here. Again, it goes with that clean factor and simple and clean. And I think again, as a buyer, that's what I'm looking for. I don't need to add any extra work to it. So, and here's another neat little thing. And I think this is more beneficial for your raw cards. is you don't have to click. Just as soon as you scroll your mouse over, it zooms in and you can really get a detailed look at the card. Again, I think this is more beneficial toward the rod, but if you're curious as to what, if this was a PSA 9, you could be like, why is it a 9? Let me look, because we're professional graders, right? And then another feature I like is the offer. Again, not all transactions are going to have this option here. Some sellers are just like, this is the price and that's it. But some of them, like this one, will let you kind of haggle back and forth. And in my experience with my seller, now this may not be the same for everybody else, is I made an offer, and within a few minutes, he actually had a counter offer. And so we haggled back and forth and had the transaction or a sale point agreed upon within a few minutes. And it was really, really satisfying as a buyer. I can't tell you how many times I've made an offer on eBay to a seller and either A, didn't hear anything back at all, or, maybe before the time ends, they declined it, didn't even counter offer. So that was refreshing on here, And then another feature I really like is this PSA cert verification. So what you do is you'll take this PSA number right here, slap it in there, hit verify, and it shoots you out to a different window. And it'll bring up the information on PSA websites about this specific card number right here. And it'll even show you the pop count. So if you're really big into pop count, you can get a lot of details on this specific card. And it stinks that we're at a point in the hobby where you really need to check you need to verify the numbers on these, because I've never seen one myself, but I've heard of situations where people are slabbing fake slabs, right? And that's ugh. Scary to think about, right? You can kind of see the action that this is getting, 29 views. I liked this right here. I'm tracking it. I can untrack it. And then, so here's another feature I like is, say you like this card and you're like, I wonder if this seller has other cards like it, or maybe you made a purchase with him before or her, and you liked how smooth it went. You're like, well, let me see. I just kind of want to buy from him, see if he has anything else. This guy doesn't have any others, but he does have 7 transactions complete. So that's good to see a little history there. Maybe we'll pull up a different card. So he's had 14 successful transactions. That's great if you're, worried about the seller. And these are all the cards that they have on their website right now, or on their page right now. So I like this a lot. Again, other platforms, if you buy from them, you can follow them. But here, it's just, I think everything just feels so easy as a buyer. And I think most businesses want to make the transactions as easy as possible, because if they're easy, they're more than likely going to come back and make another transaction. Here you can look specifically at slab cards. You can look at raw cards or lots. They have wax. Another positive that I really liked is there's a 1% buyer premium. Now, people may not like that, but most platforms will add some sort of buyer premium, and most of them are significantly higher than 1%. And if you're buying a high-end item, that extra percentage points really adds up. And so at 1%, I think that's reasonable. Am I a fan of it? No, but if it's going to be there, at least 1% is fine. And then as far as once you make the purchase, I don't want to show my transaction because I want it to be a surprise unveiling the card. But what you do is once you make the transaction, you go to transaction history here. And what it does is it'll pull up all the transactions you've made. So me, I've had one. It'll show the one card. And it's really neat because, again, it's like a one-stop shop. You don't have to do a whole lot of scrolling. It's got all the information right there in front of you that you need to see. It's got how much the card you paid for, how much you paid for the card. It's got when you made the purchase. It's got the seller's information, such as their email. And then the seller will also upload the tracking ID for the shipping in there, so you can copy and paste it. Now, again, this is just the one experience I had. There wasn't just a link in there, like a hyperlink where you click on it and it shoots you out to a different tab. I had to copy and paste, so maybe that's another something that they can a feature they can add in the future. But again, that's just a nothing, right? So now we're at the point of shipping. So this took I think I bought it on a Friday, and he shipped it out on a Monday, and I got it today. So a couple days, and obviously that where you're at in the country will affect the shipping. So here we go. This is the card. This is the box. Now I've covered up my personal information as well as the seller, and I have not opened it just yet. So I'm super excited. There is the tracking number if there's any sort of shenanigans that happens in this video or when I open it up. As you can see right here, the tape hasn't been cut. Here the tape hasn't been cut. And here the tape hasn't been cut. So, guys, I am so excited. This has been the biggest purchase I've made for a card. Okay, so he's got tape here. I don't know where you actually cut it. You don't cut it there. Why is there even tape there? That makes 0 sense. Huh. So we'll cut here. Right? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why the guy... Oh. Yeah, I don't know why he put tape. Oh, no. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know if this is... I'm trying not to leave the... There we go. Alright, guys. Here we go. Oh, please confirm... Huh, look. Please confirm delivery on PayPal. Nothing in the box, so we'll put that to the side. And here we go, guys. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, my heart just dropped. I thought, okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm so excited. Oh, this packaging is fantastic, but man, killing me. So here we go. It is a Tyreek Hill. I'm just kidding. Here we go. A Trevor Lawrence flawless on card out of 20 PSA 9. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Man, that is more beautiful in person. Oh my gosh, guys. This is amazing. And it's got the guy's information. Texas Adams Sports Cards. We do cards. So here you have it, guys. I got it. Nothing nefarious. The shipping was great. The packaging was great. I don't know if myslabs has some sort of policy as far as how their packaging goes, like if it needs to be packaged in a certain way or if they have a time frame it needs to be sent. Mine was packaged fantastic. Mine was sent in a very acceptable time frame, and I am extremely happy with what I got. Again, so this was, over $1,500 I spent on it, and again, I wish tracking could have been an option. I didn't need it in the end. Not tracking, insurance. I didn't need it in the end, but still, I think that's something moving forward I would like a lot. But overall, guys, I think myslabs.com is a dub in my books. I couldn't recommend it anymore. I hope I can make most of my purchases moving forward strictly to myslabs.com. Obviously, card shows or individual sales with friends, I'll still be doing those. I kind of want to move away from the other pages just because there's a lot of scamming going on, and they're just not as user-friendly, I guess. So that's it, guys. Again, it's me, Matthew, Tsunami Breaks. We talk about things, my thoughts and experiences in the hobby. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button as well for more videos in the future. And put your comments down below on what you think about myslabs.com. Maybe your experience was different from mine, and you can put that down below and let me know. And please share. I'm trying to grow this channel. I really enjoy the hobby. I really enjoy creating content, and really want to keep putting out more. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok, I'm Tsunami_breaks. Instagram, I'm just Tsunami Breaks. And yeah, feel free to reach out if you guys ever have any questions. And again, thank you to our unofficial sponsor, Monster, the liquid for you. Thanks, guys, again. We'll see you guys next time. Stay good. Stay safe.